What's going on, everybody? And today we talk about 5 mistakes made by automotive YouTubers. We're going to end up talking about 5 mistakes that automotive YouTubers makes. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not a criticism of anyone. This is basically just saying, as a watcher of YouTube, these are the different things that I look for or that I see that kind of bothers me a little bit whenever whenever I am watching a particular channel. And so I'm just going over some of these different things, and some of them are maybe a little nitpicky, but other ones are crucial in my mind in order to have a good YouTube video. Once again, I'd like to thank you for coming to my channel. If you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, it'll be greatly appreciated. Also hit that notification button, that bell notification button. So what that'll do is every time that I upload a video, you'll be notified. And once again, I want to say thank you for coming to the channel and just hanging out with me. One more quick thing. Within a week, I will be in Carlisle, Pennsylvania for Corvettes at Carlisle. And so if you're there, please come by, say what's up. There will be a tent there, and you will see my DZR1 Messiah banner. So if you see me sitting there, or if you see somebody running around with a Ronin, if you see me, just go ahead and say, hey, what's going on, man? I enjoy your channel, enjoy your content, or it sucks, and you need to move on to something else. However you want to put it. But just stop on by, say what's up, and yeah. So Corvettes at Carlisle is without a doubt the biggest Corvette show of the year, and so many Corvette fans are there, and so it's just a time for all of us Corvette enthusiasts and people from all walks of life to just come and celebrate a common interest, and that's the Corvette. Alright, so the first mistake that automotive vloggers make is the music. And I'm not talking about specifically the music itself as being good or bad. I'm talking about the music fitting the video. So what I mean by that is if you are shooting an action-packed video to where there are different things that's going on, there are high-speed chases, or there's some type of race going on in Mexico, you want to make sure that the music matches up with what you are filming. So you don't want, tell me if this wouldn't be a little weird, as if you have this epic scene to where people are drag racing or racing in Mexico, and everything is fast paced, and then here you have this music that is very low and slow and just doesn't fit the video. That's what I'm talking about. And so whenever you're creating your video, make sure that the music matches with the tempo or the tempo that you want to portray in your video. So don't use music that does not match that. And by and large, there's not a lot of people that do that, but I do get those onesies and twosies where I'm like, this music just doesn't match with what you are saying. Not a criticism, just an observation. Excuse me. The next mistake that automotive vloggers make is their videos are too damn long. Oh God. All I want to know, when is this guy going to be done? All I want to know is how to bake cookies. He's telling me how to change brakes. So everybody believes that the sweet spot is around 10 to 12 minutes, and that's probably a good point, because after a certain period of time, some people tend to start to wane off. And if you're a YouTuber, you can go to your analytics and you can kind of see where people starts to wane off on your videos. If it's becoming way too long, then more than likely you'll be able to see in your analytics that your viewer duration will start to wane off. So make sure 10 to 12 minutes is usually a good sweet spot. Sometimes you can go a little longer when you're actually doing some type of live stream, because you're providing something to people and actually they're able to interact with your video in real time. And so I think those are the exceptions. So 10 to 12 minutes, keep your videos short, sweet, and good content. The next mistake that I see automotive YouTube vloggers do is the use of warp stabilization. So what warp stabilization is if you have some somewhat shaky video, you can apply this this attribute to your videos to where it'll do some type of calculations and it will stabilize your video. So you'll go from a semi-shaky video to very stable video, and what it does is it kind of zooms in to the video so you can see less shake. Well, so the problem with this is if you have extremely shaky video and you try to apply the warp stabilization to it, you will get a jello type effect. So you'll see the actual video start to wobble and stuff like that, and it just looks like gelatin with the jello pudding. So yes, it'll give this gelatin type effect, and so it will just make your video look nasty. So whenever you can, try to use your camera strap to try to stabilize your video so you don't have the shake, or just try to be as stable as possible. Use 3 points of contact whenever you're trying to stabilize your video, and that could be your 2 hands and the neck strap, or however you want to do it. Just try to make it stabilize if at all possible. So the next thing that I see a lot of automotive vloggers do is use too many effects, more notably transition effects. So the thing is, when you're dealing with transition effects, in this instance, less is more. So whenever you use a lot of effects within your video, it takes away from your video, especially when you're not using them correctly. And even when you do use them correctly, you should use them very sparingly. There's been a bunch of videographers and cinematographers that has warned against using too many effects, transitional effects, and that's either pans or quick zooms and different things like that, because like I said, it takes away from your video because you have all these different effects and sometimes they're not even used right. And like I said, even when they are used right, people still just don't use too many. In my videos, I like to use 1 at the max 2 type of pans, and so but by and large, jump cuts are enough. And what jump cuts are is just a hard cut to another video, or hard cut to another segment of your video, and it's a lot cleaner and a lot smoother. And so and using those in collaboration with the beat of the music, it just really makes for a really nice video. And to take a look what I mean, I'm gonna, wherever it goes, I'm going to link a video up top, and you can see a video that I did to where I'm going with the beat of the music. I have a lot of jump cuts, and I think I have maybe 1 transition effect. Now, I'm not talking about speed ramping or anything like that, but I'm talking about actual zoom in and different things like that. You'll see a zoom in of a McLaren 720S that I kind of zoomed into, and that is the only effect that you see throughout the video. Everything else is either jump cuts, maybe a ramp here and there, but everything else is very smooth. I shot it in 120, and so just whatever you do, try not to use too many effects in your video because it totally takes away from it. Whew. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for my number one mistake that I believe automotive YouTube vloggers make: audio. What'd you say? Audio. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many times that I've actually enjoyed a video when it first came on, but then once the individual started talking, I couldn't hear them. Their car was too loud, and that's fine if your car is a loud car. But the thing you should then think about is, should I be trying to vlog inside my car? It's always nice to be able to just prop up the camera on the windshield and just go to town and start vlogging. However, if people cannot understand what you are saying because the car is too loud, then that's a huge turn off for people, and a lot of times they will just turn from your video. And so, but this is just me speaking as a YouTuber and as someone who watches a lot of YouTube content. Whenever I see some of these different things, it's a total turn off, and I will change the I will go to a different video quickly. However, there are some different things that are, not as big, and I will still stay on the channel or watch the video. But if I start seeing it too much, that might turn me off, and it might turn other people off. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all I have for you today. These are my top 5 mistakes that I believe automotive vloggers make. And so, like I said before, this isn't a criticism or anything like that. This is actually just to help individuals think about what they're doing before they start filming or vlogging some content. Some people don't even realize that it's happening, but unless somebody comes out and tell them, then they don't know what to look for. So once again, I want to thank everybody for coming by, and yeah, everybody, the elusive ZR1 is still out there somewhere. The ZR1 gods have not blessed me yet for GM to pick up the allocation, and so this coming Thursday is the next round of allocations that's going to be handed out. So hopefully I'll be able to get some good news from my dealer. But until then, I'd like everybody to have a great day. Here you go. Thanks, Angus. What's up? If you like the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, smash that like button if you so desire. And yeah, I think we're done here. Thumbs up. Out.